I'm interested in being out there and talking to people in ways that architects don't normally talk, I suppose, and talking to communities who don't normally get talked to or talked with, or in any way brought into a process. So I think that's really great and very motivational for people to come through in that experience. It's a tough week because there is a pace to it. I think because it's social. It's fundamentally a social way of learning. That it's also really enjoyable. So I think when people come together and produce work for others who need work and need things done and ideas, I think that brings about um, a kind of exchange and engagement that you wouldn't normally get within normative models of architectural education. And I also do it because I'm quite political and because I believe that universities should be more than just isolated, and they should be connected, and of course they have to work at a kind of global international level, but I think they also have and should draw on and be fed by the locality and be quite located and quite serving and served by the communities and the places that are around them. The thing is that live projects, most of the course is architecture courses is based on design, and design is the thing that's valorised, but that's not what exists in practice. And often I will look at a group of students and there'll be people in the year that I know will be brilliant architects, but they're not succeeding overly well within a purely abstracted design studio, and often it's because they're not motivated by doing stuff in abstraction. Some students just can't deal with that. They have to come at something through a very pragmatic base. And also we have some students who are extremely good at project managers or managers of processes, and those people are never valorised ever within architecture skills, and yet fundamentally they are the people who make the architecture evolve on site. And so it isn't just making a visual image, it's about drawing out quality in the process. And sometimes, well, for sure that's never captured within an architecture studio, but I see it in street society, and I can see people start to blossom within that. You can see people come to life within that and begin to realise that they have a value. To a certain extent, this has become less of a reflection. We do a reflection later on. We'll probably do a reflection on this with the individual years 10 days afterwards. But this has just become a celebration that we do and wind up street society with. And that's because I think critique occurs just about in every single day of students' lives. And it's quite nice just to have a day to celebrate. So I think that's what we're aiming to do this year.